So the D and F block is most of the chapter. Actually, it is most important chapter when in which that for sure question will be there, and that question will be also directly from ncert line. Okay. So we'll read line by line. Okay, we'll start. So the D block of the periodic tables contain the elements of the group 3 to 12. It contains group 3 to 12 in which the d orbitals are progressively filled in each of the 4 long periods. 4 long periods. Okay, which means 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D. Okay. Now the F block consists of elements in which 4F, 5F orbitals are progressively filled. They are placed in a separate panel at the bottom of the periodic table. But you can see that they are separately placed in a periodic table, but they are third group element. Okay, they are third. F block elements are third group elements. The name transition metals and the inner transition metals are often used. Transition metal is for D block, inner transition metal is for F block. And one more thing is important, like its atomic number. For example, F block elements are actually from 58 to 70, that is lanthanides, and from 90 to 102. Okay, 90 to it should be 71. Okay, it should be 71, 58 to 71 and 90 to 103. Okay, so 58 to 71 and 90 to 103. Okay, so these are the atomic number of like F orbital and F orbital, lanthanum and actinides. Okay, actinides. So in this case, see, to learn each D block elements, each F block elements, it is very important. In the last, I will give a trick to learn D and F block elements. Okay. There are mainly 4 series of transition metals: 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D. Okay. The two, which all the elements it is, we will study it. The 2 series of the inner transition metals. 2 series of the inner transition metal, 4F, 5F, are known as lanthanoids and actinoids. Okay, 4F series are called lanthanoids, 5F series are called actinoids. Originally, the name transition metals was derived from the fact that their chemical properties were transition between S and P block. Okay, see, elements S and P, they are S and P, in between S here, P here, in between only D block. So between S to P there is a transition that is called as D block elements. That's why it is got that name. It can be an assertion reason. So transition between S and P. That is the reason why it got that name. Now according to yearly, okay. Now according to IUPAC, transition metals are defined. Now it was yearly, right? Now according to IUPAC, transition metal are defined as metals which have incomplete d orbital. Very important. Incomplete d orbital subshell either in neutral atom or in their ions. Either in their ions or in neutral atom, they should have incomplete d orbital. So because of that, zinc, cadmium and mercury of group 12 have D10 configuration. It has D10 configuration. In the ground state, means at normal, zinc 4s2 3d10, this is its ground state. In its ion, it is Zn2 plus. 2 plus in the sense the 2 electrons will be removed from the s electron, then also it is 3d10. So in its ground state as well as in their common oxidation state, they are completely filled d orbital, are not regarded as transition metal. So which of the following is not considered as a transition metal? Zinc family, zinc, cadmium, mercury will not be considered as a transition metal. However, being the end members of 3D, 4D and 5D transition series respectively, their chemistry is studied along with the chemistry of transition metals. See, They are d block elements, but they are not transition metals, but they are studied with the transition metal. The presence of partly filled d or f orbitals in their atoms make transition elements different from that of the non-transition elements. Means like most of the time d1 to 10 is possible, right? d1 to 10 is possible. So variable kind of properties are possible. Hence transition elements and their compounds are studied separately. However, the usual theory of valence as applicable to the non-transition elements can be applied successfully to the transition elements also. However, the usual theory of valence as applicable to non-transition elements can be applied successfully to the transition element. Means, for example, if I am saying 4s2 3d7, like it can be have a, usually you will be observed it will be have an oxidation state up to, for example, if I am saying 4s2 not 4s2 3d5 in case of Mn, okay. You can like valence shell if you take totally 3d5 as well as 4s2, okay. Means 4s2 alone if you take, it will show an oxidation state of +2. If both you will take, it will show an oxidation state of +7, okay. So usual theory of valence, like what is valence electron is used for making the bond, will be applicable here also. Various precious metals such as silver, gold and platinum and industrially important metal like iron, copper and titanium belong to the transition metal series. It's not that much important. In this unit, we shall first deal with the electronic configuration, occurrence, general characteristics of transition elements, okay, with special emphasis on trends in the properties of first row 3D. In first row 3D, there is a special trends along with the preparation and properties of some. These are the things we are going to deal with in this chapter, okay. Now, transition elements. Before that, before going with this one, I will say about general how to learn the d block elements, which is very important, okay. So we will go for a separate page here. How is it possible to take a separate page? Let me check. Create note, okay. So here I will say, so in create note I will say, see, this is just a trick starting from scandium, okay. Scandium with electronic configuration we will study, okay. Scandium, it is 4s2 3d1, okay. So first element everything will be 4s2, second it is starting from d1, okay. 3d, it is 3d series, so d1, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, zinc, copper, zinc, okay. So you can see here how to study this one. I will give a trick, okay. Scooty, Vikraman, Feko, Niku, Zn, okay. Scooty, Vikraman, Feko, Niku, Zn. See, this is just a trick just to study this one. So starting from 3d1, it will be 3d2, 4s2 will be already here, 4s2 3d3, 4s2 3d4, but due to the higher, means like half filled stability of this one, it will be 4s1 3d5, okay. That you should be noted. Again 4s2 3d5, 4s2 3d6, 4s2 3d7, 4s2 3d8, 4s2 3d9, but due to again fulfilled stability, it is 4s1 3d10 because of the fulfilled stability of d10. Now again this one will be 4s2 3d10, okay. Now how to study, like the below one how to study, I will give the trick. We should not stop it here, we need to start 3d, 4d as well as 5d, okay. So here you learn like skyla, okay, atrium and lantana, skyla. Then ti, tiger shroff. Tiger Shroff is a famous actor in Hindi, you know, right? So tiger shroff, okay. Titanium, zirconium, hafnium, vanadium, niobium, tantalum. How to study this actually? See, some name you remember, some name in the sense with V, okay. V, N, B, okay. V, N, B, T, A, okay. I don't know whether you understand it, since my language is Malayalam. I used to say this is my friend, this V is one of my friend name. So like I will use some usual like any V, with V, whatever name you feel, like Vinita, like something name, okay. Vinita, suppose Vinita. Notebook, ta means ta means actually it is ghee. In Malayalam it is actually ghee. So suppose Vinita, notebook, ta means actually ghee. Give me the notebook, like that, notebook, ta, NBTA. Now CR, for CR you remember like crow, okay. Crow, you know, already know what is crow. Now add an M here, chromo. So like C, chromium, molybdenum, tungsten. Now Mn, man took rust, okay. Man took technetium, rhenium, I think, okay. Let me check it, okay. Mn, Tz, Re, okay. Anyway you have to study the simple, most important is that one, okay. Iron, cobalt, sorry, not cobalt is there. You learn this as Feroz. It is a name, common name, which is a Feroz. So Feroz, okay. Now Co with CO, cobalt, courier, okay. Courier, there is a like sound coming H, so courier, okay. Nickel, platinum, palladium, platinum, we already know that. Nickel, palladium, platinum. So if you are having again doubt in that case, palladium will come first, platinum will come first. In alphabetically D will come first, so palladium will come first, then platinum. Then copper, silver, gold, because all are metals, like silver and gold are precious metals, like copper, silver, gold, which is also called as coinage metals, okay. Coinage metals. Now zinc, cadmium, mercury, you already know. So these two families I am not remembering by any mnemonics, but you should already know that, because we are going a lot of time through that, okay. So these are the trick for like D block elements. Now how to learn the F block elements? Okay. Now before going with this one, here itself you have to learn its electronic configuration, okay. Always electronic configuration, there you already know that in case of chromium as well as in case of copper, there is a abnormality, right, where it is 4s2 3d4. Instead of 4s2 3d4, what will come? Instead of 4s2 3d4, it will come 4s1 3d5 in case of chromium, and in case of copper it will be 4s1 3d10. So we can say that where abnormalities comes, I will say it will start from notebook, means niobium, okay. It will always error start in the notebook, right? So remember, like start from niobium and it will go all the way to here, as well as here, okay. Like this, it will go like this one, okay. Here also it will be there, here also it will be there. Now how will you learn? Again let me write it properly, otherwise you will get man, fe, ko, ni, ku, zn, okay. Zn will be here. Sky, la, tiger shroff, vanadium, niobium, tantalum. Chromo, right? MOW. Mn took, man took, rust. Ferrous, okay. Courier. Nickel, palladium, platinum. Copper, silver, gold. Zinc, cadmium, mercury. Now I told you this is 2 1, right? For us to D1. Here it will be 2 2. Here 2 3. Here 2 4 change to 1 5. Here 2 5 again. 2 6, 2 7, 2 8, 2 9 changes to 1 10. Zinc 2 10. Okay, no change. Now where the error start? When it is the error is starting, what you have to, here it was 2 3, right? So you change it to 1 4. You jump the one electron to this one. Okay, so 1 4. Here again exceptions will be there because it started NB. Okay, so 1 5. Okay, 1 5. Now here in case of here also 1 start here, exception starting from here, that's why I'm saying. Okay, like 1 you jump to the, so 1 6. Here it will be 1 7. Here it will be 1 8. Okay, now where it is, okay, here it will be 1. Okay, palladium is a special case where it is 0 10. You have to remember it. Okay, 0 10. Here it will be 1 9. Okay, platinum it will be 1 9. So it's go like this one, 1 9. Now here it is 1 10, jump. Okay, 1 10. Okay, so this much exceptions are there. These are the exceptions. Start from NB and go like this. Okay, go like this one. So all other cases there is no exception. For a detailed data if you need, I will show you that. Just 1 second. Here you can see, you clearly see, in this pink data is where the exceptions start. It is the pink data where the exceptions start. So clearly you can see there is an order where the exception, every other word that like it is remaining same, there is no exception. So wherever I send that there is exception, that only you have to study, otherwise the same order will be everywhere. Okay, now how to study that F block elements? In order to study the F block element, again there are trick. You can see here F block element. When you study, these are the F block elements. Okay, these are the F block elements. When you study F block elements, you should remember this order. Okay, this order you should remember. How I used to remember the order alone, I will say that. Okay, if I write it here, it will be, I don't think it will be good. Okay, I will write it here. Okay, C, lanthanum. C is cerium, starting from cerium. Okay, so how I am studying this one? Ceramic, private, neat, PMU there, PMU leave it there, PM, some, PM I didn't study it, PM there is no mnemonic for that, but since we know the mnemonics, later it will be come to your mind. Okay, ceramic, private, neat, some, European, good, TV. Okay, ceramic, private, neat, PM, some, European, good, TV. TV instead of, just 1 second, instead of TV I made it a TV. Okay, now you remember head, ear, tummy, leg, just in the order. Head will come first, ear will come, then tummy, then leg, right? So head alone you interchange. So die, ho. Head alone you just interchange. Head alone you interchange. Die, ho. Okay. Ear, ear, tummy, tummy itself, TM as well as Y. Okay. Tum, E, finally leg, LU. Okay. Now how to study the, like in here, how to study like that configuration, you can see clearly, see I have mentioned like trick is what, no 2 and 8, no 2 and 8 in the configuration of 4f. Okay, so in that case you write just like starting from lanthanum 0 1, there is no 2, right? So 3 4 5, here you can see I have this, you can see here. Okay, that only I am saying. Okay, so 0 1 3 4, there is no 2 and 8. Okay, 4 5 6, when you are writing 7 you repeat it for 2 times. Okay, these are configuration. When you are writing 7 you repeat it for 2 times. There is no 8, so 9 10 11 12 13 14 also repeat 4 times, sorry 2 times. 7 as well as 14 you repeat 4 times, 2 times. Okay, now in case of 6 I am saying 2 2 2, every word 2 only. Now what you have to do is add in between. To get the 5D you have to add. For example, here I am saying, here you can say 0, here 2. Okay, here 0 2, start to with 1. Okay, 0 and 2, 0 1 2. Now since each element is increasing by atomic number 1, you can for sure you know that if here the sum is 1 2 3, here the sum should be 4. So 2 1 already 3, so here should be here should be 4. Since here it is already 4, here it should be 5. So 3 plus 2 already 5, so it should be 0. So like that you count and understand it. Okay, write that like electronic configuration, in case electronic configuration is that much important. Okay, if you do it for some time it will be easy for you. Okay, now sorry, now next about the where that 1 1 is coming here, where this 1 is coming, right? 1 1 1 1, gadolinium, lutetium. Okay, this you should be noted, because that is an exceptional kind of case where d orbital has one configuration, so that can be asked. Okay. Now about actinoids. Actinoids, actually what is the trick? Two tricks are there. It's like across the park, uranium, neptunium, plutonium. Across the park, uranium, neptunium, plutonium. Across the park, uranium, neptunium, plutonium. Or otherwise, if you are not remembering it in the order, what I was usually studied like across the park, unpredictable. That was I studied, but that P is getting confused. I used uranium, neptunium, plutonium itself. Okay, unpredictable or this one. Now, just another trick for AM. Okay, this one AM, CM, BK, and CF, like this. Another up to plutonium, like up to Pluto means up to PU it is done, right? Now, like up from AM, American, not president. Okay, not American president. American, we make Barack for some time as CM. Okay, American CM. Okay, Barack, American CM Barack went to California to Istanbul from Maldives. Went to California to Istanbul from Maldives. Next one is very funny, but if you want to learn, you can learn. In lorry. How he went in lorry. Okay, so like that you remember. Across the park, unpredictable, or across the park, uranium, neptunium, plutonium. Next trick is American CM Barack. went to California to Istanbul from Maldives in lorry. Okay, so this much you should learn, like for to understand which are the elements only. I am just giving this trick. It's nothing related to the name of it. Okay, now which you have to learn here, the trick you can see here to study its electronic configuration. No 1, 8, 5. There it was no 2 and 8, right? There it was no 2 and 8. Here you can see there is no 2 and 8. Here it is, there is no 1, 8 and 5. So starting with 0, 0. Okay, there it was starting with 0, 1. Here there is no 3 numbers are there. So 0, 0. Okay, so starting with the actinium 0, 0. Go with 0, 0. Then there is no 1, 2, 3, 4. There is no 5. So 6, 7 again repeat 2 times. Then 8. There is no 8. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 again 2 times. Like this you have to learn. Okay. Now again everywhere 7s, s orbital will be 2. Again the same trick you apply 0, 1, 2. Here you can see 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. Start with 0, 1, 2. Again you increase 1, 1. Okay. Like here it is. Here the count should be, you can see here the count is 3. So here since atomic number is increased by 1 unit, here it should be 4. So 2 plus 2 is 4, right? So here it should be 2 plus 2 already 4. So it should be 5. Okay. Like that you have to learn, so that it is easy for you to, in case if anything related to electronic configuration, if you cannot mug up, you can learn like this. Okay. If you are mugging up, then fine. If you have that much memory power, fine. Otherwise you can use. And here one of the very important thing about this block elements is about its thorium. Okay, so thorium is a special case in which see what is the general electronic configuration, 5f 1 to 14. But here you can see thorium, actinium is actually a part of D block. Starting from thorium only it is F block, right? Thorium is a part of F block, but still electronic configuration F block is 0. Okay, so that is very important. You should note it. Okay. Okay, so I hope everyone understood about the importance of studying like D block and F block configuration. Why it is important for NEET? There will be very must sure, not only NEET as well as JEE. I am saying. In some cases, even in this last JEE exam, mains exam, there was a question that rhenium and I think Rutherfordium, they have asked something related with that. Its electronic configuration in D block in this one, D orbital in this one, and D orbital in this one was X and Y. What is the value of X plus Y? Some kind of that question has been asked. Like, so it is very like must you have to learn about the electronic configuration, so that you will not miss that any kind of question which is related to electronic configuration of D and F block. So this much we will learn in this today's class, and we will continue in the next class. We will read the NCERT line by line, so we are not missing any of the NCERT points.